Hey guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. Today I want to talk about the zero waste lifestyle because I am continually inspired by those who do lead a completely zero waste lifestyle. I think it is the most fantastic thing, and I hope to continue expanding how that fits into my life going forward. But I'm here to tell you, I am far from perfect when it comes to zero waste. I am not 100% zero waste. I don't claim to be, but that doesn't mean that I feel like I'm failing or that I should give up. I think there is this misconception that to do something that is labeled a certain way, you have to be 100% all in or you're a failure. I think of things like zero waste. I think of things like minimalism, veganism, some of those big label things that you have to go all in and be wholly consumed by it, or why even try? But I think there are some changes that you can make within all those topics to make a real impact. But today I want to talk about zero waste lifestyle because I think people, when they learn about zero waste, they think that they have to purge their house and everything of all the plastic and all the things that don't fit within what it means to be zero waste, and to go out and buy expensive reusable things. But you don't have to do it that way. There are so many different ways you can do it, so many different ways it can fit within your lifestyle, and I think it should be much more of a gradual change. Use what you have, and when that breaks or runs out, replace it with something that is more sustainable. So today I want to go through some of the ways that I've cut back on the amount of waste I'm putting out into the world, but also ways in which I feel and know I could improve even more. So the first thing I want to share is what I think is actually the first switch I made, and it is not using plastic bags to go grocery shopping anymore. And I think this is a common one, and this is a very easy one that people are like, yeah, I can do that. I can, get some reusable bags and not use plastic anymore. I have collected a couple reusable shopping bags, and I've made some shopping bags of my own out of old t-shirts. My mom has knit me some produce bags. But even if I go to the store and I forget my reusable bags, which I've done a number of times, I won't get plastic bags. Depending on the amount of items I have, if it's a full grocery shop, I will just tell them I want to put it back into the grocery cart, and then I'll take the grocery cart out to my car, which you normally do anyways when you have bags. I'll just take the items and put them into my car, and then when I get home, I will either come up and get my bags, or I will come up and get a laundry basket. And I've taken a laundry basket to the store with me before because I spilt stuff all over my reusable bags, so I couldn't take those to go shopping. So I was just like, screw it, I'm taking a laundry basket with me. And there have been a couple times where if I just have maybe 10 items or 15 items, I'll put things in my pockets and I'll fill up my arms with items just so I don't have to use a plastic bag. But you'd be surprised how often, even if you say I brought my own bags today or I don't want any bags, you will end up with a plastic bag. So I try to find ways to reuse them instead of just throwing them away. I will use the shopping bags as garbage bags for our bathroom garbages. The next thing is I take a reusable coffee cup with me when I go out. I've been spending a lot of time working from a coffee shop lately, and it's so much fun, and I love getting out of the house and going and being among other people. But I will bring my reusable blue and aluminum coffee mug container with me, and I find that it's not much better than using a styrofoam or a paper to go cup that they'll give you. When my coffee is in a mug or my drink is in a mug, it doesn't stay warm for long at all, and having it in this container that I bring along with me keeps it warmer for a lot longer, and so it just makes the drink more enjoyable and makes it last longer, and it's a win-win in all situations. Kind of going along with that one, the next one is having a reusable water bottle with me. Unless I'm traveling to a foreign country where you're not supposed to drink the tap water, I really do try to avoid drinking from plastic water bottles. One thing that stinks about my new backpack is there's not a slot on the outside for the water bottle like I had with my old bag, and I have leaked water in my bag before, and it's very frustrating. I think I just need to find a water bottle that doesn't leak. The next thing I don't do too often, but when I travel, I bring silverware and a napkin with me. I always really like to pack snacks and sometimes food when I travel, especially on a plane or a long car ride. And it's really nice to have a fork and a spoon and a napkin with you. I'll take the utensils, I'll wrap them up in a napkin, and you would be surprised how often you unknowingly reach for a paper napkin. And it's just nice to have an alternative with the cloth napkin with you. The next thing is trying to find products like laundry detergent, dish detergent in cardboard boxes that can be recycled rather than, the large plastic jugs. I have tried to make my own detergent before, and I've tried to make a lot of stuff before. It just never works out that well, so I'm happy to find a brand that has better ingredients and also comes in a cardboard box. The next thing is buying a few zero waste products when it's necessary. Like I said before, when you transition into a new lifestyle, you should make it a gradual transition instead of like purging and changing, unless that works better for you. But I found that using up what I have and then replacing it with a better product is kind of a really great strategy for me. And so one thing is, instead of using plastic dish brushes or sponges, I've gotten a wooden handled dish brush that is compostable instead of something you have to throw away. Next on my list is using glass containers. I went through an obsessive phase with mason jars. I have some glass Tupperware from, I think was a wedding gift, as well as mason jars that I carry around food and drink in. I really love the look and the concept of those metal kind of lunchbox containers that you see for zero waste stuff, but I haven't gotten to the point where I want one or need one yet, so I haven't gotten around to buying one. Next on the list is using cloth towels instead of paper towels. I have an assortment of like dish towels and cleaning cloths that I use in the kitchen and around the house to clean instead of using paper towels and then throwing them away. Some people get grossed out by that, but you just take the towel and you throw it in the washing machine and it's clean. So I don't see what the big deal is. Next on my list is buying almost completely secondhand. There are some things that I still buy new. Sometimes shoes, swimsuits, underwear, athletic gear. Most of my like day-to-day clothing is all secondhand. I like the process and the experience of thrifting. I like hunting for pieces. I like scoring a good deal, and it's a lot better on my wallet and the environment at the same time. Kind of going along with that last one, the next one is donating or giving away stuff instead of throwing it away. If there's something that I don't use anymore, instead of just tossing it in the dumpster as so many people do, I will see if there's someone I know that could use it or I think would enjoy it more, or I will just donate it to the thrift shop that I go to. The next thing I do is I compost my food scraps. You would be surprised with how much of your garbage is actually food, and not only because we all know that there's so many people out there in the world that don't have enough to eat, but also because food is such an easy thing to compost. Everyone has a different system that works for them, but since I live in an apartment, I find that I collect my food scraps in a old kitty litter tub and I give that to my mom and she puts it with her compost down on her land where she lives. One little thing I do but I enjoy is making wrapping paper out of stuff I already own or have instead of buying store-bought wrapping paper or gift bags. I kind of started my own tradition accidentally a few years ago of making my own wrapping paper. I just love it so much. I had like a really old roll of thin white paper and I will either paint or stamp on that, and then I'll use other bits and bops that I have around the house to create like wrappings out of. And for just like day-to-day gifts, I use newspaper all the time, like spruce that up and like decorate it. All right, now let's get into some things that I want to improve on going forward. The first thing that really annoys me is trying to avoid takeout containers and bags when you're ordering food to go. Sometimes if I go out to eat knowing that I'm gonna have leftovers, I will remember sometimes to bring my own container, but I'm not perfect at that, and there's so many times that I forget and then I just want to like kick myself. But especially when you're calling in to go food, the food comes in like multiple styrofoam or plastic containers with plastic silverware, napkins, which is all then put in a plastic bag. And I'm sure there are places where I could somehow explain to them that I want to bring in my own container for them to put the food into, but I haven't gotten the guts to like getting to that point yet. I know it's just something I need to do. The next thing is more of a grievance, but it's something I can improve on, is like, why is everything sold in plastic? There was a period of time where I was really good about shopping much more zero waste than I do at the moment. Everything's just sold in plastic and I need to get better about not buying things that are in plastic. The next thing is remembering to say no thanks to plastic straws when I go out. It's as simple as me bringing my own glass straw, but it's not something that I have in my brain yet. And then the final thing is, for the things that I am buying new, doing a better job at researching the companies that are producing these products and making sure that they're using a sustainable practice and products and all that jazz. I usually do try to research companies, but I'm not perfect at it yet. It's just something that I want to continue to get better at. In the end, I know I'm not perfect, but I feel like there are some big changes I've made in my life over the past few years to slowly transition towards being more zero waste, and I know there's a lot of easy things that I can do to continue to improve on it. So what are some of the ways in which you have cut back on the amount of waste you produce? And what are some of the ways in which you feel like you're still struggling? Leave those down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to FemmeHead for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!